Alright guys, welcome back to VALORANT News. The big show match that everyone was waiting for went down last night. G2 versus Sentinels, and it's Sentinels that come out on top, but in controversial fashion, with Zellsis replacing pANcada shortly before the series. Some speculation as to whether this was because pANcada was unwell, whether there was other reasons going on here, and whether there could be more to come in terms of changes from this Sentinels roster over time, especially with Zellsis really showing up and delivering in what was actually a pretty important match for Sentinels to prove that they've still got what it takes this season. Very much enjoyed your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I greatly appreciate it. A lot happened yesterday. Firstly, this. Let's talk about Outlaw. This was spotted in a video when they were showcasing all the new, the skins and stuff like this. A new sniper rifle in the game. Currently, you've got the Marshall. One shot to the head. Of course, not much damage to the body, but shoots very fast. Very powerful weapon, it's got to be said, for how much it costs. The Operator, we all know what the Operator is. They're putting in a new sniper rifle between the Operator and the Marshall. And this is going to be called the Outlaw. It's going to cost 2,400. What's it going to do? There's a few options here, one of which is possibly that it's, fully automatic or, like semi-automatic, right? That it can fire multiple times by holding down the trigger. I doubt that's the case, especially looking at the outline of the weapon. It doesn't look like it. I would say it's more likely this might be used as some sort of counter to the half armor meta. Instead of getting full armor, you just get like the half armor, go to 125, and the Marshall can't kill you at that point. But the Outlaw might, let's say the Outlaw does 125 damage or 130 damage, let's say. That would, eliminate opponents in that range. It wouldn't be enough to kill them if they have full armor. The Operator would, but the Outlaw could be a middle ground there, which might be very powerful. And actually, look, I don't know whether Doombros actually knows what he's talking about here, but he said that he's tried the gun and can confirm that it's meta breaking. I don't know whether this is true or whether he's just joking around. But still, what do you guys think? If you were designing this Outlaw, what would you do? I know that some people have said, make the Marshall worse and make the Marshall into the Outlaw because it's just that strong. I don't think they're going to be doing that. I would say, if I had to guess, that they'd probably make it literally in terms of damage an almost exact middle ground between the two so that it can kill, the half armor opponents. This was also spotted yesterday, which is a big deal for Cypher players, actually. Not sure I'm guessing they're going to mention this specifically in patch notes, but yeah, if you walk through a Cypher trap and you don't destroy it, it will stay alive for the future. And this is the same thing if a drone goes through, stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to make it Cypher more annoying to play against, but also it's just a straight up buff to Cypher here. So that could be a potentially big deal for the meta. There was also this that I saw going around as well, which is that Yoru's decoy can actually counter the ISO ult. So if you actually use the ultimate and get it with the decoy, then yeah, unlucky, not much you can do. Now, it does turn out that if you do destroy the decoy, you don't die for the 15 seconds, so you do still survive. But yeah, that's kind of funny that the Yoru decoy can actually take you out of the game, but leaves the the main Yoru back where he belongs in the server itself. Let's talk Rostermania. This is quite a big one from SR, actually, just because SR, their Game Changers roster, has been one of the most promising. They decided to release their team. I know they explained, that it doesn't seem like they believe that the team has the future potential that they would like to see, so hopefully these players land on their feet. I believe they confirmed as well, SR, they will be paying their players like a couple of months extra salary just to ensure that the transition for these players goes okay. But yeah, definitely a tricky one, given that this team seems to have a lot of prospects. But yeah, they've decided that enough is enough with this team. This is a big one on NRG, and makes me believe they are planning an almighty rebuild next year. Because Crushies and Victor, they're two stable players they've kept around, have their contracts reduced. So their contracts went to 2025. They've now re-signed new deals. I imagine they've probably just, made the old contracts void and sign a new deal, which takes their contracts up to 2024. So it's really interesting that NRG would decide to do this, especially because they still need to round out the rest of their team with, a roster which is currently very unclear as to what that is actually going to be. So yeah, but they're reducing the contracts so they only extend for one more year, which makes me think that NRG are potentially thinking, what, this year might be a bit of a write-off, not a write-off, but, they might not be able to achieve what they want to achieve, whereas next year, when more players players are going to be free agents, they might go for a complete rebuild, and they might be prepping it for exactly that. So yeah, if you're Victor and you're Crashies and you're getting asked to re-sign a new deal that's only for a 1-year extension rather than until the end of 2025 with a 2-year deal, that might not be the best sign. Now let's talk about Sentinels, because they had a massive game really last night. Now yes, it's a show match, but with Sentinels it's always a big deal. And because they lost to one to Moist Shopify the other day, they really needed to win this one, because otherwise people were going to say, all right, it's ultra chalked. Now, James of F said, just about the same time that Sentinels confirmed it themselves, that Sentinels will be subbing in Zellsis for the show match according to scrims. And this was indeed the case. Updates, pANcada's out sick, it's Zaddy time, it's Zellsis time. Now, I know there was some speculation going around as to whether this was pANcada actually out sick, or was this is this an intentional move by Sentinels to try and find an alternative roster composition which might work even better? Because, look, Sassy and pANcada won the World Championship with Loud back in 2022. But ever since they've joined Sentinels, it hasn't quite been the same. Sassy has been, I think he's still shown glimpses of being great. pANcada has been, I think, given how good he was, somewhat underwhelming. Now, you can talk about the role thing and the fact that, okay, well, Marv was there, and then, okay, who runs the controller, stuff like this. But, on this team, the current roster, the roles should make more sense. pANcada should be able to do exactly what he wants to do, but it's still not really working, right? And in the series the other day against MXS, they got pretty much bodied. I mean, pANcada especially got bodied and had a really difficult time. So maybe he is out sick. But I know there was some speculation going around that maybe Rob Moore had actually decided, you know what, I want to see how this goes with a different composition. And he actually did a kind of cryptic tweet here that says, for everyone who came in today to the Sentinels YouTube channel, yes, I believe this roster can be great, and I'm putting money where my mouth is. Stay tuned. So, people were reading into this and thinking, okay, what does he mean? Does he mean they're doing more show matches? Does he mean they're doing more boot camps? Does he mean they're like hosting some sort of tournaments? But I'm putting my money where my mouth is. This roster can be great. So I don't know whether he means this current roster or whether he means that there could be interesting changes. Tough to read into, but I couldn't find a clip of this, unfortunately. But I did find this discussed on the Reddit with Rainey saying that Shazam said that he doesn't think pANcada was sick, but he can't fully comment on that. So I don't know. I tried to find a clip of this from Shazam's stream. I couldn't. I went through his clips from yesterday. I couldn't find one, so take it with a pinch of salt. But I wouldn't be surprised at some of the speculation that, oh yeah, interesting, pANcada's out last minute, Zellsis is in. Definitely is going to raise some questions. And actually, pANcada commented, I know he was like kind of maybe half joking around here, but he said, my team was losing a show match to MXS the other day and is insulting us as if they just lost the Champions League final. The show match team, the MXS, were training, they were practicing before. They told me it was going to be for fun, and sure, it was for fun, but you got to know how the fans are here, right? Especially the Sentinels fans, they want the team to succeed. So I don't know if there's anything to this whole pANcada stuff, but I thought it was interesting nonetheless, especially because Zellsis comes in and they get the win. Now, they played the first 2 maps, and then map 3 was a bit of a troll fest, really, but these were the overall numbers here. Zek and Gen.G. Gen.G.'s really good, man. Impressed with this guy, absolutely. Zellsis came in, did the job required. Tens didn't do anything spectacular, but yeah, Zek and Gen.G. I thought were the standouts here. Sunset was a bloodbath, right? It was 10-2 at the half. G2 up 10-2, and it looked like it was going, oh my god, Sentinels, these guys are terrible, what's going on? All of a sudden they win 10 rounds themselves on their, well, actually 11 rounds, right? On their T side of Sunset, and they get the win. And map 2 Bind was at 13-7, right? Very comfortable indeed. So Kaplan kind of cooking up something here, but pretty straightforward in the end for Sentinels. They went 2-0 over this new G2 squad, which is pretty good on paper. Of course, look, maybe they haven't been practicing for that long here with Leaf just coming in, but still the team should be really good on paper. Sentinels get the job done. Now, Ascent was a bit of a mess. It was already 2-0 at this point. They did go on to play the 3rd map anyway, just because they decided on a prize pool as to like, all right, well, if you win this map, we're going to do this. If you win this map, we're going to do this. Stuff like that anyway. And that's what it ended up being. So 13-7 on Ascent. So Sentinels go down on this one, but still the overall picture of the series remains the same. Of course, here you have the GT guys and Zellsis coming in the background to talk trash after the result. out. And yeah, of course, this was the celebration after they won the series. So impressive stuff, I thought, from Sentinels, but maybe especially from Zelsis, right? Stepping in. Obviously, apparently he'd been playing scrims as well with the team. That's what James Vev said, which I thought was interesting, was that he's been playing scrims with these guys. And then they played the match. So maybe there is a little bit more to this than initially meets the eye. And at least it's something that will be on their mind. If the team doesn't work, they might think, you know what, pANcada vs Zelsis, let's give it a go. I imagine they're going to go back to, you know, pANcada coming in the near future. But yeah, if they need an option, Zelsis is going to be there. And look, he wants to play for a reason. There's no doubt Zelsis wants to play professional Valorant on the tier 1 level this season. He had options on Cloud9. He decided to go to Sentinels because he thought it made more sense from a branding point of view, and he probably thought there was a chance he gets brought into the starting team at some point. And that is very much not out of the question at the moment. So good result from Sentinels. Look, it's only a show match. It doesn't mean that much in the grand scheme of things. There will be more matches coming soon. But still, you know, G2 early days for them. Sentinels, I think, needed a bounce-back performance. And yeah, it turned out it was Zelsis of all people to effectively deliver it. But I will say that Gen.G, very impressed by this player. And as he says, you know, was fun. Wish we had a proper third map for the sake of practice. Shout out Zelsis, filling in on short notice. Well, Zelsis goes on to say, I'm saving this organization now more than once. And just to look at some of the final stats of the series here in terms of total ACS, that leads the way of Sentinels. Attack win rate leans the way of Sentinels. Defense win rate leans their way as well. Pistol rounds went generally to G2, so pretty impressive for Sentinels to win given the circumstances. First blood success rate 52% to 48%, and then full buys won also in their favor. So hopefully more show matches to come. Always very entertaining stuff. Very much enjoyed to your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
Oh wait, they're sending it.
Are they saving?
Yeah, saving. They're saving.
Oh! Tried to bait for him. They know he's back there. It should be fine.
He's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
util's
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
Seconds online.
The help is late too. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is good.
Get second to plant.
Chill. Fucking peek. Oh my god, chill.
Oh, he can't get bomb yet.
Wait, KJ ult.
Wait, what do we do here?
That's fine. Just leave.
We gotta leave, no?
Yeah. Walk away and rehit.
Think rehits the play?
Yeah. They're gonna push anyway. Yeah, they're definitely pushing for guns.
Timing, no!
Spike down A.
You don't walk away there, no? I don't know. I feel like it's hard to go back in. They're like running
If
in.
you're gonna go back in, you wait a little.
Yeah,
longer.
you wait.
See if they push you?
Gen.G,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is it.
That was a nice shot.
This is it.
Or they're forced to leave.
Sentinel
Yeah.
diff.
Fuck. Does that ever turn here? Oh,
Yeah,
he
it
has
has
like,
an
what is
alarm
that?
bot.
Oh, that's
Alarm
Arcam, okay. Oh yeah, he does. You're right. Damn, it's just a straight up fighter here. Oh.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, that's a huge round.
It's
That's a
gorgeous.
Huge, that's a huge clutch for John.
Better.
It is
Oh my
gorgeous.
god.